we're trying to create a million-strong movement of people actively doing things for animals. So trying to turn that awareness into something people can do. And I think that's a really exciting idea, because it means that animal welfare is actually everyone's responsibility and everyone can do something to help.
We saw earlier this morning that footage. I'm sure you've seen it as well. Very distressing, of the calf being hit by a police car. What is your response to what we saw there?
It's absolutely horrible footage. I found it incredibly upsetting to watch, and I'm sure everybody who's seen it felt the same. As the RSPCA, of course, we contacted the police immediately. I am really pleased to hear that there is going to be an independent investigation, and the police force have referred themselves for that investigation. So I think that's really good. But we want to move towards a world where every animal is treated with compassion and respect. And that's what we hope to see in the future. Incidents like this show us, there's still some way to go.
OK, Emma, thank you very much for speaking to us this morning. Emma Slavinsky there from the RSPCA.
Yeah, and happy birthday. Hope you celebrate in good style. Maybe I'll get the cat a special treat to mark the day, Ben.
Oh, every day should be a cat treat day. Always.
Should be, shouldn't it?
Should be. That's what the cat told me to say to you.
Thank you very much. It's a fantastic celebration day for us all. And in terms of scale, we have to remember that it started very small. 200 years ago today, a group of people met in a coffee shop. And at that time, there was no animal welfare movement. There were no animal welfare organisations. They came together, they formed the SPCA. We didn't get the royal R until a bit later. And from that, a movement sprang up all around the world. And there are now animal welfare organisations spread far and wide all around the world, thanks to that first moment. But the scale is huge. We get about 1 million calls every year. We rehome over 100 animals every single day. The task is still enormous.
And it is the RSPCA's 200th birthday today, but the celebrations come during an incredibly busy and challenging time for the charity.
Our reporter Charlie Haynes joined a team of inspectors to find out what they're facing every day. And I should warn you, you may find some of the pictures upsetting. Story that you're starting with.
It is when you see these pictures. Yeah, thank you, Ben. The Home Secretary has asked for an urgent explanation from Surrey Police after officers deliberately drove into a cow that was on the loose. The force says it was acting to ensure public safety, and the animal is now being treated by a vet. This report from Simon Jones contains images that you may find upsetting.
Friday night, and a cow is wandering down a busy road. Police say they'd been trying to capture it for several hours after it had been running at members of the public. What happened next has been described by the RSPCA as upsetting and distressing. We've decided not to show it in full. The cow is deliberately hit at speed by a police car. The animal is knocked onto its side, and as it attempts to get up, it's hit again by the vehicle.
I think, where's the cow on top of my road? So as I come out, I've seen the police car come. He's rammed it. And then it's got up, carried on running again, and he's rammed it again.
I think it could have been handled better. I think it was quite extreme the way The police dealt with it. I think it could have been dealt with a lot more humanely. I think it was...
I know that this has caused distress, and I'd like to thank the community for their concern. The decision to use the police car is one that was only taken after other methods to stop the cow had failed.
To get out of its field, it had got lost. It was running around an urban environment. It was you can tell from the footage that it was very stressed indeed.
This is being looked after by a vet. On social media, the Home Secretary James cleverly said, "I can think of no reasonable need for this action. I've asked for a full urgent explanation for this. It appears to be unnecessarily heavy-handed." Being hit, the cow eventually gets up and runs off before being caught. Surrey Police say they will now refer what happened to the Independent Office for Police Conduct. Simon Jones, BBC News.
It is the RSPCA's 200th birthday today, but the celebrations come during an incredibly busy and challenging time for the charity.
Our reporter Charlie Haynes joined a team of inspectors to find out what they're facing every day. And I should warn you, you may find some of the pictures upsetting.
Here to just, strip all their animals away, and we're not here to prosecute them. It's about trying to help the animals and help them because the situation's just got completely out of control.
The RSPCA deal with around 1 million calls a year. Of these, almost 1,500 resulted in prosecutions. Most result in advice on how to better look after animals. A sense of humour helps in this job. But this is serious. Oil's been dumped in a lake, threatening